little wiggles. Good morning, everyone. Just had a sneezing attack. I was like, hurry, blow my nose, hurry, blow my nose. Good morning, everyone. It's just me today. You just get to see me. Whew, I'm here. I worked like a 16-hour day yesterday, but I love it. I had such a great time. I was cleaning the store and had a great time. I've never had a great time cleaning nothing. Oh, good morning, everyone. Kimmy, Salmon, hi, baby. Hello, my love. How are you? Wrong hole. I love you so much. I'm never going to forget that. Regina, welcome in. Amanda. Kendall. Hi, Kendall. You guys, Kendall did a thing. Oh, my gosh. I can't wait to show you. I gotta blow. Hold on. Laura, hello. Allergies are popping off, you guys. And I did a little something with my bang today. Kind of put it over to the side so I'd stop playing with it. It itches my face is what it is. It's because I've been so many years without the bang and it keeps itching my forehead. Laura, I saw it. You guys, Laura did it. She wrote the fireside. No, it's not fireside. It's the Camptastic throw. Gonna have a written pattern soon. Uh-oh. I bonked it. Okay. Dusty, hello. Welcome in. You're a new name. Welcome to the membership. Hi. That might have been one of the gifters. I don't know. Or Dusty, have you been here long? Or is this your first time? And it can't be your first time because you're a member. Cecilia, hello. Jacqueline. Irish hugs in the morning. I love it. We're going to have a great time. Come on. All right. Oh, Jessie. Hi, baby. Jessie. That's my Jessie girl. Lynn. Hello, Grandpa Cranker and Grandma. Later, Nader Tater. Hi, mamas. Diane Sharp. Hello. Welcome in, darling. Michelle. Yes. I love that. Every time I see her. Oh, here I am. I'm playing with it again. Leave the hair alone. Oh, you're just I am the lurking queen. I'm in 90% of the lives. I just don't introduce myself because I know when I introduce myself, like 10 minutes of hellos happens. And if I don't say hello to someone, I always feel bad. So, and the blanket hellos, sometimes I'm rawr. Howdy, Miss Amanda. CC Angel, hey. Pew, pew. Lana, hello, Lana Signs. How are you, sweetheart? Welcome in. And I think that's it. Okay. Pew, pew. I'm at the bottom. Started at the top. What are you guys having today? I'm having Black Rifle coffee and my Yeti mug and my husband. I'm sorry, but I will take 3 jobs to have a house husband. Anyone that complains about their husband being home, my husband spoils the holy moly out of me. He said I didn't put a ring on it for no reason. But he made me homemade snickerdoodle creamer. I ran out of creamer. And so what does my man do? He makes me snickerdoodle creamer. Almond milk snickerdoodle creamer on the little stove, and he did it. So good. So today we're having, I always want to say a snickerdoodle latte, but it's not a latte. It's a snickerdoodle dirty coffee. Or you say a dirty snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodle. Oh, yeah. Kendall, you like Black Rifle? See, we have been Black Rifle members. We get a bag, actually 2 bags every month. Gosh, as long as I can remember. My husband is very pro support of the military. Like we do the folds of honor. We do all of like anything, like I do the veteran beanies and for the cancer centers and for the veterans and their lap throws for the, in fact, I got to get back on my lap throws for the wheelchair people in wheelchairs. Connie, hi baby. Spring. Get the pick up for my spring, the fire enthusiast. But Scrimshaw, what's up, Rosie? my beautiful Rose. But yeah, Black Rifle. He likes the calf. I like Silencer Smooth, and there was the other one. It's not Battleship. It's the darker roasts. I like the darker roast. I like a full flavored coffee with less caffeine. My husband likes the blonde roasts. Punch you in the face, truck driver coffee. King Morgan, hello. Hello. My eyeballs are watering a lot. Okay, so yeah, right? But I have a link in my, they're in all of the descriptions. I don't think I have a link for it in my About tab, but it says if you would like to become a member of the Black Rifle family and be a part of their membership, they have a mystery one where we did the mystery one for like a year. And so we tried all of them. And yeah, that one was really good. But if it says if someone referred you, if you say Terry Wood, that's my husband, Terry with a T, Terry as in Tom, Terry Wood, we get a free bag of beans and swag. I want the little water canteen that it looks like it looks like a canteen. I want that. Every time I go to get it, it's out of stock. You know what? I drank Folgers for a month of Sundays and 2 days. And because, it was the inexpensive coffee, but it still tasted good. Yeah, we either do Cuban, however you pronounce it. But we did Uban for a long time. But the ultimate, if we're not doing Black Rifle, it's called Chasing Sanborn. And a lot of people don't even know what that is. It's in a big a blue jug, and it's more back east, but Chasing Sanborn. That is the best coffee I have ever had in my life. But it got a little pricey. Because I don't think there's a demand for it anymore. But yeah, so Black Rifle coffee, drink the things. I would be a very grouchy person without it. Me, grouchy? Yeah, I do. I get very grouchy. So, what is it they say? The elephant in the room, like the discussion that needs to be discussed. I love working at Joanne. I had such a great time last night. The girls, the whole crew was really sweet. She is really, they took away a lot of her hours. So she doesn't have a lot of hours for anything than regular operations. And so there just happened to be, my stuff hadn't been all set up yet. And so I couldn't get into the computer to do the startup training. And so she put me on the floor, and I was just like doing go backs, putting things away, getting familiar with the store that I've shopped for 9 years, almost 8 years. And so I'm quite familiar with the store. So it was like really good to like dig in to really find where stuff was. And then I got lost in the felt section, the felt sheets where you can buy them by the sheet. Someone jacked it up. I mean, there was crap everywhere. And I was like, no, I can't walk away from this. And then I was like, boop, boop. Is it all right if I spend a few minutes in flannel or in felt? And she was like, oh my gosh, yes. And I was like, it took me about 15 minutes. I had one little stack left that I didn't get to. My radio started to die, but got all the felts all cleaned up, all the sticker section all cleaned up. And I was refacing all the shelves. And she just walked by and laughed. Like, she's so happy. And she was like, nobody wants to clean. And I was like, well, do they want a job? I mean, and at this point, it's like, I think it's warm bodies. She just really needs warm bodies. But yeah, I loved it. I worked to close, learned how to, close all the registers. That part, I was a bartender for years, so I know tills. I know how to count a till. So that part's going to be easy, doing bank deposit, stuff like that. But it was the most amazing feeling, you guys, when she handed me my keys. I got keys to the crib. It was so cool. The first time I had to use the little thing to clink, and I was like, why are the wobbles under lock and key? The wobbles are under lock and key. You have to have a little clink to take the little lock off it so you can pull. I was like, people are really stealing those? And she said, no, anything that's over $30, we put a lock on. I was like, that wobble kit is over $30? She says, yeah, it's like $45. What? For little tiny amigurumi. The most basic of basic amigurumi. And brothers and sisters, the yarn is trash. I was like, what? I love I saw the little story of how she started her wobbles, but I was like, selling those kits for that, it's like a $2 skein of yarn. It's like, that recipe is not worth $50. A till is what's it called? Oh, a register drawer. A register drawer? Is it a drawer? But I thought that's what they're called. Is that old school way to call your registered drawer a till? Oh, they do call it a drawer. Okay. Well, okay. But you know, I'm not usual. I watch by the end of it, I'm gonna make up my own. I'm gonna make my own thing. Like, we're gonna make it rain and Deb Dow. It's so, oh my gosh, Deb Dow. Daddy Dow. I always want to say Papa Dow. Daddy Dow. It was so funny. I got home last night and it was almost 10 o'clock and I had to wind down for a little bit. So I had to work on this thing because winter is coming. And Juan Snow. It's the Juan Snow shawl. I'm actually making it. I'm trying to finish it by Friday because it's for his podiversary, 1 year podiversary. Can you believe we have had Obi-Wan for 1 year? It's been a year. There's no freaking way. Yeah, it's been a year. So you guys don't forget this Friday. It's 3 o'clock my time, so I'll be fibbing for like the first hour because I don't get off till 4. So I'll be there watching, but after that I'll be up in a club. A year. 3 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock Eastern. But a year. But anyway, so I'll show you real fast. So we've been teasing winter is coming. Dun, 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 dun. And you know, I had to call him Juan Snow. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's a Game of Thrones reference. Jon Snow, Juan Snow. So funny. So I was searching around for like shawls and things and appliques that look like snowflakes. And I found this. And it's a snowflake. It's called a number 9 snowflake. And it's like in Russian. And so I didn't know, but it had a graph. And so I have this little graph. So it was kind of a guide. I was like, oh, I see what you did there, sis. Ooh, I love that element. So I didn't use her pattern per se, but just kind of like the base of it. But I think her name was Victoria Gull. And she was really hard to find, like anywhere other than these weird YouTube or Instagram where they take someone else's stuff and say, if you like what you see, and there's no getting to this designer. But anyway, you can see it's in Russian. But so this is what I've done so far. And you guys know my shawl patterns. They do the wings, so they're going up. But I've wait, is that the front? That's the back. See, I got some things going. Let me get close. I got some. No, this is not going to show well. But anyway, we've got the little things coming off the. This is not showing well. I'll lay it flat and take a picture. But anyway, so I'm making a Juan Snow hug. And I plan to give that away I plan to give that away at his podiversary. He's not here, so I can drop secrets because he's at work. So, yeah, that'll be for the podiversary. I'm going to put beads across the bottom in the picos. I have some beautiful glass, kind of glassy, bright blue beads I'm going to put. Hello, Mr. Bryce. Good morning. Connie, I can't wait to see. Right? We're going to have so much fun, you guys. And I think, so Dawn Aaron is going to go on an hour early. Yeah. I think she's going to go on an hour earlier. But I don't know, just watch their channels. Because we don't want to go, or an hour later. They're going to adjust Dawn Aaron's live time so she can be at the live. And then we can go over to her live. So. Thank you, Shell. Okay, so we got that. And then it's so cute. My little neighbor across the street, she's absolutely adorable. She always makes us Christmas cookies. And her first son, oh my gosh, I can't even believe he just turned 5. And I made him a baby blanket when he was born. And she had twins. And I never made the twins their blankies. So now I'm going to make them their blankies. And they one of them likes orange and yellow and the other one likes green. I was like, of course, the 3 colors I don't have much of. Well, I have like orange and like this kind of green, but I don't know. I was wanting to I think I might tonight at work go in a little early and grab a few things, grab a few skeins. Oh, I forgot. Hold on real quick. Something's happening. My phone was freaking out. Hold on. Hold, please. Why was my phone was freaking out right there? Like the volume kept going up and down. Hold on. Let me make sure my stand isn't on the there it goes. Okay. So anyway, yeah, so I might do that. Right? I get 30% off. Plus I can use the coupons. Y'all can send your girl. You pay for the shipping. I'll go get you yarn. There's nothing wrong with that. She told me I can shop as I am a customer if I'm not on the clock. So, right. Well, because when I started my yarn collection, my yarn hoard, because I am a dragon, I was just bought yarn for myself, like what I liked. And then when it became a business, I started buying stash yarn like Juan does. He's so freaking smart. I mean, he doesn't buy just like 1 or 2. He'll buy like 10 just in case. And I am so sick of running out of yarn. I really am. The way they do stuff, it makes you run out of yarn. So you have to buy 2 of stuff, like, the cakes and stuff. It drives me nuts. But your friend Nick likes the pile of yarn. You don't like the pile of yarn? I have yarn everywhere. Well, it is a yarn channel. Hi, Bryce. How are you? Do you craft? Or are you just popping in to say hi? Hey, it's all inclusive. You don't have to craft to be here. But yeah, so I'll pop in there and I think I want to get, I don't know, I want something that's like new and fresh. Maybe maybe I can find something in the Bitty Stripes. That Bitty Stripes is so pretty. Even better when it works up. But we're just jawing today, guys. Today is a 7 day. Isn't that right? Yeah, it'll be a 7. My cards aren't here yet, so my Ganesha cards are coming. That was so fun. On Monday, Lex pulled a Ganesha card. And if you guys don't know who Ganesha is a little guy and he's got all the arms. And he's a deity, right? I think a god or a deity. And the card she chose was, what did she choose? She chose, why did I just forget I just typed it. Belonging. That was a good one too. And it was on the 6th day. No, today's not 7, it's an 8 day. It's 8 because Monday was 6. Ooh, the Lion Brand Go. I just saw that on an end cap on. I stumbled upon an aisle yesterday that I didn't even know. I thought it was all the Cricut stuff, so I never went back there. It was a whole aisle of overflow yarn. It was all the big twist, and I was like, oh, oh, all the quantities. You know, I was like, oh my gosh, it's all bagged still. Can I just buy it by the bag? She's all, of course, but you're gonna get charged for all 3 skeins that are in there. And I was like, okay, okay. Let's see. Oh, did Bryce say hi? Who he is? Oh, you paint. Oh yeah, we got lots of painters up in here. In fact, you didn't get to meet Lexi today. My oldest daughter comes on with us usually, and she does the wellness part of it. She pulls either oracle cards or the Ganesha cards, pulls us a stone, reads our numerology for the day, and then gives us a quick daily reading. So, and she is our painter. In fact, usually once a week she has a piece. Like, here's one of her pieces right here. That's one of her pieces right there. You can't see it, but that's all metallic. Iridescent metallic purple. But yeah, so that's my girl. Lexi paints a lot too. She paints too. This is my mother. This is you tell me if you can tell what it is. She painted that for me during a womb ceremony. Oh, we don't want to talk about what a mess my yarn room is. Both of them. Well, this one too. So I have 3 areas that have yarn. There's the spare bedroom. This is the master bedroom. My bed's right there. And then downstairs, the main yarnery. And that's where my desk is, where I work every day. And then behind me is like a formal dining room. And I've turned that into a yarnery as well. LOI, loss of income. That is so awesome. Kendall. I love that. Right. And that's why, you know what, Kendall, what I'm going to start doing, and I did already start it, but I've got my little poly bags. I'm going to start bagging it up. I have wasted so much yarn by it getting tangled. And as Juan says, having leakers, you know, that's a leaker where they start to come undone. But the poly bags really do protect them. And then you can just grab, you know, so I'm going to start doing that. I know a bunch of you said that they enjoyed when I did the crinkle alert and I was bagging up my yarn, just sit and yawn, you know, just talking and chit-chatting and stuff. So I'll probably bring that back because that is what's next. Is I'm going to start tearing down all of this yarn and redoing it. I'm going to do a yarnscape. My niece is building me some of these cubicles. But I'm not going to bite. Is that bite me hard? Hi. Your husband feels the same way, morning. Oh, hi. I don't know your name. I don't know if we've met yet. Some of these, I can't say nothing about people's channel names. Hey, I bite you. Did it bite me hard? Not softly. I have been known to bite. I will nibble my kids all the time. And I'll come and I'll nibble them. It's like a mama kitty, you know, when she's like, and I'll bite you. All right, so should we just talk some things? I don't know. I brought some green. At first I was gonna do this ice cream for the green, but I think I want more like in your face. Oh, who's Lena? Tell me. Oh, your name is Lena. Hi, Lena. Bite me hard is Lena. Bite me hard. Lena. Okay, I'll try to remember. And then we have Alana. Hi, Lana. Welcome in, you guys. Why don't you mix the greens? Yeah, well, that's what I thought. That's what I thought that I would do. I want to get like 3 shades of bright green, like the neon green, the bright emerald green, and then like another lighter green. Well, no, the emerald green would be the dark one, like 3 shades. And I was going to ombre it out. That's already what I've been thinking I would do. Because Asher's blankie that I did was that corner to corner chevron. Loved it. And I did it in gray and yellow. It was really, really pretty. It was that almost like Juan got all that Ogo that was the gray with the yellow. That's what it was. But it wasn't an Ogo. It was before Ogo came out. I don't spell either. It's okay, Scram. I don't spell either. I am the queen of typo. Y'all know what I mean. I do fro instead of for all the time. I type dyslexic sometimes, like TEH instead of THE. I switch my letters a lot when I type. I don't know what it is. It's crazy. All right, so let's see. Oh, I was saying Deb Dow. Deb Dow. I was sitting there watching Juan's unboxing, the Boggy Creek unboxing. I didn't think it was week 3 or the segment 3 or 4, whatever. And he was doing all the gnomes, and he was all, and another one. And I love how he says Debbie Dow. He calls you Debbie Dow. And I was like, that's my Deb Dow. But the way he says it is so loving, so cute. I was like, oh, the Debbie. But she don't do Dallas, though. Sorry, that Canadian people might not know what I'm talking about. I am going to do a new project. Yes, my neighbor had twins, and her first son, I made him a blankie. Like I said, it was a corner to corner chevron. And so I'm going to do the twins blankies. But at work tonight, for those of you who don't know, I just got a part-time job at Joanne Fabrics. And today is my second day. So I started last night. And so I'm going to run in there and I'm going to grab some greens and some yellows and some oranges. And because there is a big twist that has yellow and orange in it that's like in your face. Or maybe it was what is the little cake? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Do I have it in my head? Woo! I almost just knocked over my coffee. No, I don't think I have them up here. They're all downstairs. The little cupcakes. They're like, the cupcakes is one brand, and then the other brand that's like the cupcake. And I can picture the pink label with the kind of crazy write. It's got kind of kid writing. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm going to try to get some of those because they have really good colors. Discount time. I know, right? No, I don't think it's Karen. I want to say it's Premier. Like the little cupcake things. No, not Mandala or Mandala. As soon as someone says it, I'm going to be like, oh, I can even see it. The little pink label. And it's like the letters with the dots in them. And it's right on the tip of my tongue. I can even picture it. Big Twist Sunset. Yes, yes. I put some of that away yesterday. And that's why I was like, oh, I know Big Twist has one. Yeah, it is Premier. It's the Premier. And they're the little cakes. And they usually have 3 colors in them. And it's a 3-weight. Yes, Kimberly Ridway. Oh my gosh, Kimberly, I put a G in your name. Oh, poo. Sorry, I misspelled your name. Kimberly, yes, baby. International, everybody's saying parcel monkey. Shit monkey. Sweet rolls, that's it, Deb Dow. Of course, Deb Dow, no. Yes, it's a sweet roll. I think, yeah, sweet roll. That was it. I thought it was Parcel Monkey. And if you're in the US, I use Pirate Ship. And I save 30 to 40, even up to 60% sometimes using that. That's why I was like, oh man, is my Michelle shell here? That's when you told me what to ship the auction stuff. I was like, girl, use Pirate Ship next time. It would have saved you a little bit of grit, but we'll teach you. We'll teach you. All right. I think, let me look at my things. You want to talk? Oh, that's also, I've gotten one more recipe. So anybody that is interested in being a part of our cookbook, Lexi and I are putting together an e-cookbook, and then we even discussed doing a printed version through Amazon. And I have seen Amazon's quality of their work, and it's amazing. Crojo's Corner uses Amazon for her crochet planners, like the planner books, and they're very well made. So yeah, I love Pirate Ship. I've been using it for years. It is a lot. And I use USPS. I don't use the UPS one. I use USPS, and I schedule a pickup. If your mailman delivers mail to you, you will qualify to have a scheduled pickup. They will come to your front door and they will pick it up for you for free. Yeah, and they do have UPS too, but it costs $10 to schedule a pickup. I was like, you better go on and get with it. Better get rid of that fee. But what they did is they dropped their prices significantly. So like when I was sending out the last round of shipping, UPS was like $2 cheaper than USPS, but then you have to pay the $5 to $10 for I think it was $10 for this to schedule a pickup. So I was like, but some people like the FedEx or the UPS, because the tracking, well, you have a tracking number with US Post Office too. So yeah, I just schedule a pickup, and Mr. Fish, my mailman, comes and picks it up right from my door. Ding dong, hi Jackie, and he picks it up. Yeah, my mailman's amazing. He's a very sweet man. I think he's from Haiti. Hello, Jockey. He has this really thick accent, and I love it. It's so handsome. I love accents. I think they're handsome. Lana, no different than anything you mail with, because it's through the US Post Office. So what it is like a third-party billing, where I'm sure you've heard of Pitney Bowes. Pitney Bowes, they have all the equipment and they do stuff like that. Well, this one is just, it's almost like the Payocity. What is the one? Like the Travelocity, and you can, find the cheapest motel and flight and car and It's because they shop the market and they find the cheapest ones, and then they get a discount. And when we use their thing, the post office, it's like they process the shipping for them. So yeah, Laura, I saw that. Yeah, he don't play. He doesn't like stuff just sitting. He doesn't. Yeah, it was UPS. And again, I would say yes, UPS could be faster, but I do 1 to 3 day delivery on it's the US Priority Express, and it's still cheaper. It was still cheaper. Yay, Scribby! Yeah, so Laura and I are getting ready to put up Camptastic Throw. Yeah, hold on, my girl killed it. She killed it. So for those of you that don't know, Laura Twisting Stitches, that's my twisted sister. She is my editor-in-chief. She is, she takes pretty much like my tutorials and writes patterns for them. I got the idea from back a day, because I was like, I dislike writing the pattern worse than the tutorials. So y'all, I've told you that tutorials make me so anxious. And I'm starting to find that if I just sit and crochet and tell you what I'm doing, instead of it being like I'm teaching, it felt like a sit and stitch. Like I felt more relaxed. So, but Laura offered to write up the patterns for us, and then we put them on the Etsy store. And then I take care of my girl on the side. So she got some treats coming. I mean, I'm not a rich woman by any means. In fact, I do have a small business and 2 jobs. But when I do, I treat with my things, you know, like I know there's some things I'm going to send her that aren't like creations, but I have something very special for her because what she's doing right now, she should be paid. She should be paid for what she's doing. And it's like I was feeling guilty, Laura, to put that on the shop and make money off it when you're the one that wrote it. I feel like I should be giving you half of my $2. My patterns are only $2 so far. Some of these bigger ones though, like if I do a pattern for the one snowflake wrap, that one's going to be a little more expensive, closer to 5 to 7, because it is very intricate. Yeah, I did notice there's been a couple of times that something said it was coming via UPS and then the mailman delivered it. They transfer the postage. I did get an email one time that said that my package was being transferred to another provider. I was like, what the French doors are you doing? And then my mailman brought it. And I was like, oh, UPS is subcontracting. Oh, thank you, Jessie. You know, they really are recipes. They really are. If you're looking for something that is immaculately written and it's a recipe, I'm giving, like, my patterns are like guides. You know, it's the verbiage, you know, I'm going to say verbiage that to me doesn't sound confusing. So some of my patterns, like the beginning when I was doing all my beanies and stuff. So I have the Be United beanie and the Unity beanie. And those patterns are free on my website, free downloadable, printable pattern with pictures. So, and then I got this thing. In fact, I've got to find it. I thought it was this, but these are my pen refills. And I found it on, was it We Love to Crochet? The magazine. And it's called the Crochet Cipher. And it's like this little template that has all of the diagram characters for doing the diagrams. It is very time consuming. It is very difficult. And it is definitely, if I start putting graphs or the diagrams in the patterns, they are going to be for a cost. It's just, when I first started, it was like the donation beanies, or the, you know, because the Be United and the Unity beanie I created for Hat Not Hate. Unity beanie I actually created for Shira, and because she united the community, you know, and then Be United I created after, and that one was, you know, it's got all the nubbly stitch in it, and I didn't feel like making it a paid pattern was right because it was for charity at that time. But now I'm, you know, little bit bigger of a channel. I am monetized now, and I have to start thinking about that. You know, I had one of you beautiful stitches, and I won't out you, but said that I needed to stop giving away my talent. Stop giving away your stuff. Well, I don't feel like I'm giving stuff away. I feel like I'm blessing my community. So, but when it comes down to it, yes, I'm not a, you know, independently wealthy woman. So I need my $2. And thank you for the stitches that recently just bought the Dawn's beanie. Dawn's beanie was my very first paid pattern. And the Dawn's beanie is an acronym for how I felt about Dawn. And that was Dawn Aaron. And it's actually for anyone, you know, because the D is for dignified. A I gotta remember. D was dignified. A was, I think I might have it right here. Oh my gosh, I just forgot my acronym. But anyway, Dawn was having a really hard time, and I love my girl. Nope, wrong book. And so I created the Dawn's Beanie for her. But anyway, the acronym is all affirmations. Like, not yet. It's not ready, Amanda. I had to pretty much delete the whole tutorial and start over. So it is coming, sis. I'm so sorry. I got really backlogged on other things that were time sensitive. So we are working on it. I'm sorry, Amanda, but there is the original tutorial that kind of gives you an idea of what it is, and a couple of Manuela. In fact, I saw you, Manuela. Hi, sweetheart. Manuela. Let's see, Laura. Who else? Did Lola make one? There's been several people that have gone back. That was like my very first tutorial, and I did it live. I was like, what were you thinking? It was because I didn't have the setup or the confidence to do it recorded. So it's in a 2-part live, and you'll see it says macaw. And it's got a picture of the original drawing that, yes, Lola did make one. I thought so. There was someone else. I thought there was another person, but I'm so sorry. Okay. So yes, send me, we were talking about soup, the soup recipes. So if you have your favorite soup recipe, soup guide, write it down, just the ingredients and what you do. It doesn't have to be like 2 tablespoons of this. No, we don't. It doesn't have to be like that. If it is, great. If it's not, just whatever your favorite recipe is. And a story behind why it's your favorite recipe. And maybe a picture when you were a kid, maybe eating that recipe. I don't know if that's even possible. But, or a picture of the soup that you made. And it doesn't have to be soup. I need to say that. And it's called Mama's, and what I've come up was Mama's Soup Pot. Bring Your Stone is the title. So, boy, it's getting warm in here. I'm just asking that you send me, your little snippet, and we'll put it in. And then if anybody does become interested in a hard copy of it, instead of just an e-copy, we will we'll put it up on Amazon. So at one time I was an Amazon marketplace person. I had been accepted into the Amazon Handmade when it first launched. I was like in the first launch of Amazon Handmade, but I didn't have my business license yet. So I don't know if I can reopen that shop without having to reapply. I bet you'll have to reapply. But I don't know if I want to sell on Amazon. I don't have the inventory for it. Yeah, see, like chicken and dumplings. Like someone's going to do chili. Curry. Someone's doing a curry. Anything that goes in a pot. Tamales. I was thinking, could we do tamales? And then Lexi was like, Mom, that's not. Maybe menudo or pozole. Or bondigas. I feel like I put the accent in the wrong place. I said that wrong, didn't I, Yanda? My Jessie, did I say the abondigas? Bondigas. Whatever. It's the meatball soup. Mexican. Menudo. I know a lot of people don't like tripe. If it's prepared properly, it's so good for you. If you're ever sick, menudo is the Mexican chicken noodle soup. There is something about when you eat tripe and what it puts into the broth, it's almost like becomes like a bone broth. And the hominy, of course, is just the filler of it. But the tripe will help nausea. It helps when you're sick. Go figure, huh? But I love it. Yes, I do. I soak my tripe in, what was it? Salt, a little spoonful of vinegar, and was it baking soda? And it pulls all the stuff out and floofs it. It kind of like Like, yeah, tenderizer. Oh, yeah, hangover. Sunday morning menudo. But see, my husband used to always get the menudo, and I would get the campechana. Campechana is like, it's the cocktail to camarón, the shrimp cocktail, but it's warm. And there's all of the pulpo, the octopus and fish. It's like a seafood soup. Yeah. Oh, campechana is my favorite. Next to ceviche tostadas. Ooh, Sicily. Yeah, tripe is a delicacy in some places. I mean, they really do. It does help with stomach ailments. My grandfather, when I was little, had ulcers because he loved his bourbon. And he had tummy problems. We think it was ulcers, but menudo would settle his tummy. And it actually, the doctor said that, oh, well, that ulcer's gone. I think it was because of my abuelita was feeding him menudo with all the garlic and garlic. I'm telling you. And they used to tease my grandmother all the time. I call her abuelita, my Lita, my abuela. She ate raw garlic a lot, like a spoonful of chopped up raw garlic. She'd toss a garlic clove in her mouth. And we always teased her, Grandma, your breath is kicking. I can't come in for a kiss, Grandma. I cannot, no besos. But her breath was horrible. But that Stitch lived to be 93 years old. And she would have lived longer, but she had a stroke. And yeah, and then that was like, ooh, that was the downfall. But yeah, the garlic, I make a lot of hummus and cook with a lot of ginger and garlic. I know I'm hungry. My honey's down there making something. I can smell it. I think he might be making pancakes. Tripe. Okay, so tripe, don't be put off. It's the cow stomach. It's the cow stomach, and they prepare it and clean it and do all the things, and then you chop it up and you, like we were saying, you brine it and then you cook it. But yeah, tripe is cow and cow stomach. Yes, garlic. Well, garlic is a natural antibiotic. It's a antimicrobial. Garlic is a natural anti-inflammatory. Turmeric, also natural anti-inflammatory, and antibacterial, antimicrobial. In fact, turmeric soap is supposed to be amazing for acne. So I'm gonna try that. My poor baby boy, his facial hair is coming in and he's getting these breakouts across his hairline. So I got him the good stuff for, cleaning his face and stuff. But then I saw it's turmeric soap. I have to look into that. Right. I always have raw garlic clove. Always. That's like a mainstay. You're partly Scottish. It's okay. Well, I thought I was partly Scottish. My grandfather, Otis Ferguson, the son of Fergus, found out he's not my grandpa. Found out my Scottish grandpa that after both my grandmother and grandfather passed, they took it to their graves. My mama, her biological father is actually from Mexico. So, all my life, I was like, oh, I thought I was mitao my whole life. I thought we were Mexican. And then we found out that my grandmother's father, my great-great-grandfather, we thought Leopoldo was from Nicaragua. Well, it turns out he was from Hmong China. So I was like, am I Thai or Vietnamese? Laos? It explains a lot. I know people used to always ask me if I was Asian. And I'm like, no, I'm Mexican. My family is from Mexico. Guaymas, Sonora, Mexico. But then, yeah. So then when my mom was doing all the ancestry stuff, it said like no paternal match to her siblings. And she was like, what the French doors? But so, yeah. So I found out that my grandfather's name is Reuben and Cardenas. And he was from Oroville, California. Not Oroville. I mean, Gilroy, California. So, and he was in the military. Yes, turmeric is not just an anti-inflammatory, a little diuretic. Yes, it definitely helps when you're taking on water. But be careful, it stains. It'll turn things yellow. You see that people trying to use turmeric on their teeth and it kind of turned it. But yeah, turmeric is amazing. You got to think about, like the spice profiles that different regions use and look at their communities and their healthcare. And, you don't hear a lot of certain things when they have a lot of that in their food. And like in Indian food, they use a lot of turmeric. Healthy people for the most part. Yeah, Gilroy. My mom was born in Gilroy. I'm from Northern California. 40 some years lived in Northern Cal within 50 miles of Sacramento and San Francisco in Northern California. But yeah, so my mommy was born in Gilroy. And most of my family is still there in Northern California. Yes, Lana, turmeric. I actually have a really yummy tea that I found. It's ginger, turmeric, lemon, and something. And I just put a little honey. Sometimes I'll put a little true lemon just to kind of counteract because it is a little the ginger's a little potent. But I'll tell you what, whenever I'm feeling like ate too much salt in my hands, or I'm feeling puffy, or like sometimes you can feel in your toes, like if your feet are swollen, when we sit a lot, our legs get swollen, the edema, turmeric will help that. So I drink a lot of that tea in the morning if I don't do my lemon ginger honey. But, oh, LA Crochet, I meant to say thank you for joining the members. Usually on Monday and Wednesday, I don't do the dancing. But normally when someone makes my chat rain, for those of you that are new, which means if you do a super chat or super sticker or become a member, there's music I play with a little thing, and then we get up and we dance. Who makes the tea? I want to say it was, I'm trying to picture the box. Yogi? I think it was Yogi. I took it all out and I have it in my containers. I get the glass. I put stuff in the containers. I think Yogi has one. I want to say that Earth something. There's a Earth one. I just got it at Safeway. So, yeah. Oh, LA Crochet. Well, I love you right back. Yeah, I don't have the box. But when I go, I have to go to the grocery store today and I'll snip it. And I'll put it up on the community tab for all of you guys as well. And then I did, sorry that it took me so long to get Monday's stuff up there, the belonging. I did get it up. It's on the community tab if you guys want to go back and read. It was really good. It was a really good one Monday. Of course. All right. Well, it's time to go. I think we go over to Miss C's today. Is Miss C next? I think so. And then I have some things to do. I have some more shipping I'm gonna get ready and get that out. It'll go out tomorrow, but I'm gonna get it all prepared and scheduled to pick up for tomorrow. So for those of you that snagged I think there might be 1 or 2 bag charm stitch macas left. But yeah, I put up 5 more day before yesterday and I think they're gone again. And I got a thing. So I've been using those McGoogles. I call them McGoogles. Glasses. I call them McGoogles. I was using the ones they're like McGoogles, but they have the little light. And they're so freaking heavy. They made little ouchies on my face right there. And so I found one that's like a desk-mounted magnifying thing with a light. It came last night. It's on, girls and boys. It's on. Now I will be able to create. Bingity, bangity, bang, bang. I'm going to be like the dude from Toy Story. I love turmeric. I love turmeric, coriander, cardamom. I love herbaceous things. In fact, you guys, my husband just like, he throws the kitchen sink at stuff. He just, whatever he feels like. He is a kitchen warlock. He is amazing in the kitchen. And we call it the wood test kitchen. And because nothing is ever the same. But he was messing around with a dry rub. And I was like, oh, did you use we have this place here called Double D's Meat Market, and it's a butcher, and we go there, and she's got like 3 aisles of sauces and spices and the homemade, I call them like the what are those, the pickles that are light, not not Vlasic, Clausen, the Clausen pickles. It's that lighter, kind of more fresher kind of pickle. And oh man, do they have the best sauerkraut. But she has this blackened spice, and that was making me think of my sugar, because I wanted sugar to send us like a jerk chicken soup or something. I need Jamaican things. I want to make the things. But anyway, so I was like, oh, did you put the jerk on that? And he goes, take a bite of that. And so I was like, oh my God. We do that. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Over exaggerating that one. And I could not figure out what it was. He added cinnamon. So it was like garlic, onion, cinnamon, cinnamon powder, all powders, for the dry rub. And, salt, pepper, whatever. And then he has this, it's called Cajun two-step. And you guys have heard me talk about stale cracker. So he's kind of a comedian cook from Louisiana, and he's got his own, I don't think he's got a channel. He might be on Facebook and Instagram, but he's called Stale Cracker. And he has these spices. Well, it's called two-step. And then he's got this hot sauce made out of ghost peppers called rougarou. And ooh, I can't even smell it. It's like, oh, my nose is burning. And he loves that crap. But the two-step, Cajun two-step, is like slap your mama. It's kind of like a Creole spice. No, it's not Creole. It's not Creole because of what's in it. Anyway, it's from Louisiana. And he uses just a little bit of that just to get that little bit of spice. But cinnamon on baked chicken. I was like, what? It was delicious. Oh, we got to go now. It's 9. I love these little sit and jaw sessions because I was going to crochet while I was talking, but I just kind of took the time to just sit and chit chat. I've been watching my chat almost the whole time. I did good. Hey, bite me, yo. You guys will meet Wonder Twin. That's Trisha from Mama Swift. She always says that. And when people say, oh, you're so sweet, she's like, I'm not sweet. I'm spicy. And then if you ask her how she's doing, how you doing? I'm just peachy. Those are her normal things. But that right there. Oh, yeah, she's spicy. Uh-oh, it jumped. I jumped it. Okay, I couldn't remember. Did we say we're going over? Anyway, when she, like, I'll be like, oh my gosh, you have to frog that. And she'll be like, bite me. That's her favorite comeback is bite me. So, okay, Miss Lena. Well, thank you for coming on over. It was nice to meet you. Yeah, it does fly. And it's about to get really noisy because the trash man's here. Bango, bango. Okay, so we'll go now. I don't know if you guys, if whoever's on next, I don't know. Pimps, did you guys see if Miss C comes on? I can't remember on Wednesdays. I thought it was Miss C. So let's go over and see what the Sun Bunnies are up to. And just know, this bunny loves you because I am a bunny. All right. Send me soup recipes. You guys still have the extended boggy style, which I've gotten a couple of new Oh, I didn't mean to. A couple of the new people have sent me some blankets. So for those of you that don't know, I did extend the Boggy Style make along. And if you complete your blanket and send me a picture, I have 5 ways to win a shipping blessing. So the first one is for one person, and it's a $40 shipping blessing, just like the other ones. So send me a picture of, it is Missy. Okay. Send me a picture of your completed project that you're going to be sending to Boggy, and then I'll put it in the slideshow and to win $40. Then I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, so for the person that maybe has just one blanket, let me help. So then I picked 4 people to win a $10 shipping blessing. So there'll be 4 $10 and 140. So make sure if, and honestly, Stitches, you know, no, let's not do that. I'm not going to open it up that big. So for Boggy blankets that you're going to be shipping, send me your pictures. And then on, what did I say? We were going to end that on the 28th. On the 28th, I will pull those 5 winners of that shipping blessing treat. And then Boggy Style 2024 is over. Because I was going to start Boggy Style 2025 in October, but I need to have a little bit, there's some things I need to do. So we may be pushing that to November, December, because then we won't collect again until the following February. We start showing them and start sending them in August. So we'll have maybe we'll do like January to August for Boggy Style 2025. So let's see. We talked about that. Get ready. Fall equinox. The equinox is this weekend. Last night was that the harvest moon or super moon? It was a super moon. Let's see. I'm just trying to look to make sure. Oh, the bean auction. We are looking at the first week of October for the bean auction. And for those of you that don't know what the bean auction is Lexi, my oldest daughter, is having a baby. The baby is a rainbow baby. We lost our first grandson during his birth last year in March due to negligence of the hospital and interventions that should not have happened. And the universe has blessed us again, and Lexi is due December 23rd. And she was so traumatized. We were all so traumatized by it. Just the thought of delivering in a community hospital terrified her to the point where she was thoughtful of, should I go forward? And I said, we will raise the money you need to go private. And so she found a private birthing center out of Grass Valley, California. And Kayla, her midwife, is amazing. She specializes in at-home VBAC traumatic births. In fact, she has a video up where she did a breech adjustment and delivered the baby and did not hurt mommy or baby. So we were very blessed to find her. And the birth, so it's prenatal, the birth with all of the equipment, which will have a pool and a birthing chair, all of the equipment, and the medical staff being there with the midwife. And then it is the post care, which will be the postpartum, the checking the baby, filing all of the paperwork, and lactation therapist, which is the breastfeeding therapy, where the nurse comes and helps you get comfortable. And I don't even care. I breastfed all 3 of my children, and I had the lactation therapist for all 3 of them, because each baby is different. Like TJ loved the football hold, his feet kind of here and his head here across my arm so he could see me. He did not like to be cradled, but they help you find the different positions. Anyway, and then the pediatric. and doing well baby checks and stuff. So it was $7,000. And we have already raised almost 3,000 of it. We have, I think we're to 7 weeks now, just shy of 7 weeks to raise the rest. And so what we're going to do is the first week of October, we are going to have a baby auction. We're not auctioning babies. I have some of the channel friends and family have sent gifts that and pictures of gifts that we will auction off. We've got some amazing stuff. I've got Rena cakes. I've got Stanley cakes. I've got actual makes. I've got gift certificates. I mean, for anyone that has been here previously, we raised $35,000 in a very short period of time to help a fellow crocheter buy a new wheelchair. I know we can raise $5,000. Easy. And if we don't do it on the auction, then I'll do another one. I'll do it until I'll keep going until we raise the money. So, and if anyone wants to help anonymously or just help my PayPal link, you can find everything on my website. It's creationsbyjax.com. And as soon as you come up, right across the top, it says if you'd like to send me a shipping blessing. If you'd like to send me a blessing, click here for my PayPal. It's also, if you go to PayPal, it's also all in my About tab. So I think people get confused between the description box and the About tab. So the description box is when you're in a video and right below the thumbs up, or right above the thumbs where you thumb, that's a description box. An About tab is when you're on someone's channel and you see all those tabs across the top that say like videos, playlist, community tab, and then you can see all of those. Sometimes it'll be, oh no, right above that, you'll see a drop down, and you click that, and usually it has like the person's story. And you can see all of that. There's links, my email address, a little snippet that I wrote 4 years ago about welcome to this fiberlicious stitch-tastic journey. And we go from there. So yeah, or if you can remember, it's at Creations by Jax 2020, because that's when I launched my channel, was 2020. And you'll see my little logo. It's the purple hair girl with the blue hat. So yeah, I have several people that don't really want the energy exchange. They just want to help. We are offering energy exchanges, which if you'd like to commission a piece, or if you want to send $50, may I make you this? Or Lexi does numerology. She does oracle readings. She does, she'll do one-on-one sessions. We do have a Zoom now that we can do group sessions and more intimate readings, where on here we have to be kind of careful what we say because guidelines, but in the Zoom we can dig in. So let us know if anybody is interested in that. A couple of the stitches have done readings with Lexi and love it. She did a really good job. So Lexi did study at an ashram in India, in Chennai, India, and she also studied in Ubud, Bali, which is Indonesia, right near Bali, Indonesia. Usually I say Ubud and people are like, well, do what now? It's in Indonesia. It's right near Bali. And Yolanda, you're from San Jose? My family's in Morgan Hill. I'm from the Bay Area. So yeah, in fact, in October, we were all supposed to be in Morgan Hill because my cousins are coming. I don't think I'm going to make it because Lexi's baby shower is the 26th, and we're trying to go for that. So, yeah, small world, yo-yo. I think I knew that, Yolanda. Why do I think I know that? I knew that. I think I knew that. There's someone else that's from San Jose. I was just talking to someone else that was from San Jose. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Yeah. Okay, I went over. Zip it. All right. Yeah, Connie. Yeah. See, I knew. I was just talking to someone that was in San Jose. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, Yeah, see, well, Yo-Yo, you've been around for a long time, my girl. You were one of my very first subscribers, if I want to remember correctly. You've been around since the beginning. But, oh, Christina, my Bella Uncinetto. That's my Sicilian babe. Well, she's in Sicily right now. I miss you, sweetheart. That's my courageous lion. All right. Okay, I'm really going now because I got to get the shipping done because I got to be to work in like 45 minutes. So, day job is calling. I've had a wonderful time with you guys. Thank you for letting me just sit here and kind of chit chat with you. Once my cards get here, I think Lexi said she's going to be mailing them soon. I'll do our little daily affirmations and our little daily reading. And I will get my little chart. She's going to make me a cheat sheet for the numbers. Oh, you were born in Ohio? Oh, my daddy used to say Ohio. Ohio. Because one of his favorite basketball teams was University of Ohio. My father's was from Wheeling, West Virginia. So that's why some people were like, where are you from? Because I say Warsher. And I say Warsh. What's another one? I have the garage and the garage. I just have my little I don't have any up here. My little measuring tape. I have the little measuring tapes, did I have one? I just use a measuring tape. And then I have a postal scale. And then for packages that are big, I get on a regular scale. I weigh myself, and then I weigh myself with holding the package, and then you subtract, and that's how much it weighs. That's how I measure and measure and weigh them, because you have to weigh them as well. Oh, you're back in Ohio. Mm-hmm. I've always wanted to go back there. Let's see. From Texas. My Yonda Rose is in Texas. All right. Well, I would hope that Yonda and Connie, maybe you two can stitch. You never know. Go shopping, yarn shopping together if you're close. Yes, Yo-Yo. Let's see. So what we're doing is Monday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific time, Wednesday mornings at 8 a.m. Pacific time, and then my normal live Saturday morning at 11 a.m. With this new taking on the job at Joanne, I might have to fluctuate it a little bit depending on when she has me working. I'm working nights and weekends there, but she's only working me 4 hours at a time. So I'll either pop on before or I'll have to push it and pop in after. But so yeah, you guys get me 3 days a week for the lives, which Monday and Wednesday are the wellness days. Mindful Monday and Wellness Wednesday, and that's usually when Lexi is here, and we're doing more mindful things, learning breath work, learning to read the universe. We do pull an oracle card and do the numerology for the day. So very cosmic. But yeah, glad you were here too, Yo-Yo. Okay. All right, so I'm really going now. Okay, you guys go over and see Miss C, but I have to go do shipping. I'm going to probably just be lurking, but thank you, everybody, for joining me again. It just means the world that you guys come to these. Because, again, I'm doing this for me and then allowing you guys to come on the journey with me. So if only one person came, I'm still going to do it. So I like these little more intimate, smaller groups because it makes it so much easier to follow the chat. That's why I had my mods stop dropping all the links and all the self-promotion. I wanted all of that stopped. I'm not a self-promoter. I know there's marketing and you've got to get it out there, but then there's self-promotion. And y'all know I've got an Etsy store. Y'all know I make things. Y'all know I do commissions, and y'all know that all my deets are on the website or in the About tab. So that's all. I always put links and stuff in the descriptions. And so that's the way you guys need to find me. We're not going to be dropping links in the chat anymore. every once in a while, if I need you to go over and get a hold of somebody, we'll drop some links. But yeah, no more spamming my chat with links. It's just too hard to keep track. Let's see. Okay. Yep. All right, my love. So we will see you Saturday. Saturday morning, 11 a.m. God willing, and that creek don't rise, as Granny D says. And have a beautiful Wednesday. It's hump day. It's hump day. It's hump day. You had to have a little bit of music today. All right. I love you guys. And you know what you have to do. Because I said so. And that's to make beautiful things. Bye, you guys. Love you. Bye.